Boom, boom. This is Kenner, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right. So what do we got up? We got Azur Lane up today. The event is ending today, so you need to get in here and knock this out. And I'm talking about the Venus vacation event that has been going on since the 26th. Today is the 9th, and today is the final day. So if you've not managed to get in there and play this, you should. As I've said in the previous video, this is quite possibly one of the best fleet force majeures that you could probably get. It's a medium, it's definitely easy to medium sized fleet that can go pretty much probably take the entire game in normal. Not, hard mode, maybe not, without some modifications, slight modifications in terms of anti-air, but you could probably get through 12 and 13, which are the final stages in normal with this fleet if it's fully maxed out at 120. Your skills are all maxed out for the characters, and of course you max out the equipment to 10, which is what you should be doing for all of your fleets. But if you do that, you can probably finish the game with this fleet, and they've got the entire fleet in the build sortie for you, so that you don't have to worry about hopping through levels and doing multiple runs through certain levels to get some of the characters, because some of the characters, every character in this game is available to you free to play, but you have to go to certain levels. For instance, you have to go, chapter 3, 4 normal, and you have to farm that to get Akagi and Kaga, which are the two of the best IGN. But the drop rate for them is very low, so it could take I have not myself, I've not got Akagi. I do have Kaga, but yeah, so you can't get that. You have to farm certain levels, and they're only at certain levels. But this fleet right here is right here under the build tab. Right here is the entire fleet that you would all the ships that you'd want for that fleet, for the Venus fleet, we'll call it. So you can get them all right here. They all have a rate up. Now I have been pulling on this since I do like 3 builds a day, which is the standard, and I have all of the characters except for one. I do not have Kasumi yet, but I do have all the others. Let's go to favorites here. So I've got Marie Rose. She's definitely one that you want to get. Hanoka, definitely one that you want to get. And Misaki, definitely one you want to get. All 3 of these are very important. She has healing. She's one of the tankiest destroyers in the game. And she is a buffer. She does a lot of buffing for, like, after the battle starts, increases the ship's firepower. If there are other Venus vacation characters in the ship, it increases the ship's anti-air, which is very, very important. Okay, anti-air is very important to 12 and 13, which is the reason you need her, and you need to get as many Venus ships in there as we go. Because if you have Venus vacation characters in the same fleet, you can increase the anti-air to this to be doable on 12 and 13. And it's also got the Venus Friends, which is also another buff, more damage based from more damage from Venus vacation characters. Okay, so she's an integral part of. So if this was like an IGN fleet, she would be the Nagato. If this was an HMS fleet, she would be Queen Elizabeth. She is sort of like the flagship type setup for this, because she buffs the other characters in that fleet. So you definitely want to get Misaki, and Misaki is the easiest character to get, because you can get Misaki, not the build, in the shop. You can get her in the shop. Just go to the shop and go to the event tab under the munitions, right here, the event tab, not the general, the event, and you'll see Misaki right here for 8,000. I got her in the build. I did not have to spend Venus points to get her, but if you get 8,000 Venus points, you can get her in the shop, so you don't have to worry about building her. I got lucky and built her, so I've got her, so I'm set. So this does not go away till the 16th, so you've got another 7 days for the shop, so you don't have to rush on the shop. But you do have to do today, because the builds, the actual event sortie map ends today, and that's this right here, the sortie map. You definitely want to be running this. You only get to run this once, but this will give you 800 Venus points each time you run this, and you can only run it once a day. So you're going to have to run that, and then you're going to have to go to SP4 here and just farm that. Okay, and that'll get you some points. But you definitely want to get. Your goal is 10,500 points. You want to get 10,000, because to get 10,000 you cannot build her. Yotengu is not buildable, so you have to get her in this event, and you need 10,000 points to get her. So if you go in here and you scroll down, you'll see her at 10,000 will be her first copy right there, 10,000. You just need to get one copy. Okay, you don't have to do like I went through and got extra copies of her, but you don't have to do that. You can use the purple bullens to actually limit break her, so it's not necessary for you to multiple times do this to get 20,000. Okay, you don't need to do that. You just need 10,000, but you actually need 10,500, and because you want to get this present right here, which is the Masaki's favorite drink, which is required for the event hub, so that you can get all the stickers and get the statue up here in the corner for your dorm. I've completed them all. So I've got it. It says got on it. See, got. But 10,500. So that's what you want to do. So that's your goal. So if depending on how close you are, today's your final day. Tonight, midnight, bam, bye bye. This is gonna go away, and the next event will come up, which will probably be the Christmas event. Will be coming up. So you know not going to be able to do this. So you need to finish this up today. So get in there and run that VSP level, and then run the map and get 10,500 so that you can complete that, and then you'll be able to get the ships. So I'm like I say, I'm one short. I don't have Kasumi, which is right here, and I wanted Kasumi. I wanted this. Each of these ships have their thing for the fleet, so you want to try to get. So let's go ahead and do a 3 build right here and see if I can get lucky and snatch up Kasumi. I've been pretty frequent. I've been getting most of the ships that I do need. Okay, nothing on that 3. So let's just see how many ships I got. I don't know how much space I have. So 358. So I'll go ahead and exchange those. So let's go back into the build tab. I'll retire those 3 that I got because I already maxed out those 3. I got 1 extra Yotenga because I got Fortune. I have her maxed out. Norfolk and Yuku's maxed out as well too. So I can retire all these. You want to make sure that you retire any of the ships that you don't need, because you can use those in the exchange. And they've got they've got new ships up here, so you get a chance to get. Plus, they got bullens, and items. They've got some. They sometimes have blueprints and stuff in here, as well as a skill book. That's an actual purple skill book you want to get. Anytime you see a gold skill book with the gold background, you want to pick it up. So yeah, so that's, and you only need 80 for the ship. So I'll go ahead and snatch up that bullet as well too. So yeah, but so let's do some more builds for Kasumi here. See if we can snatch her up. Let's do 3 at a time. I don't want to blow too many trying to get her. Hornet. Norfolk. Northampton. Northampton again. Wow. Oh, that need to go. Okay. Let's try this again here. I'm just doing 3 at a time, so I don't spend, so I don't spend too much. Doing 1 every time would, of course, take too long. So let's see here. So Hermes, Ark Royal, and well, I'm not having good luck at all. I'm not even getting any of them. Fortunately, I got all of them except for Kasumi. But it's RNG, people. That's just the way it goes. Oh, Suffolk, Portland, Kent. Guess I'll have to set a cat. I'm actually going to keep these. I'm actually going to use this for actually. Aircraft carriers are extremely hard to enhance because you have to use a similar to get the aviation stat enhanced. You have to use another aircraft carrier. So I like to use aircraft carriers sometimes for enhancements, even the purple ones on occasion, just to get my aircraft carriers. But I think I've got Shinano and Tehu U up full, but I don't have Yotengu, which I just got. I don't think I have. She is she still needs some enhancements, and she's an aircraft carrier. So okay, I got a Hanoka, but that's not helpful because I need Kasumi. Okay, see, this is the problem with having so many ships in here, is just trying to get the one you want, because there's no way to actually specify. I mean, you're going to rate up, but they're all rated up, so it's not anything special. So if you look at the ships, you know, it's just a 7% chance that you're going to get a and Kasumi is up 2%, but as you can see, they're all 2% up except for Masaki. But Masaki you can get in the shops, that's not a big deal, and these aren't too big of a deal, even though I've got both of them. But so you know, the chances, you know, so they're only 2%, so you can't specify which of the actual three you want. So you know, I'm probably not going to blow a bunch on there. I would like to get her, but you know, it is what it is. So I think I got Tehu's fully enhanced. Yeah, she's maxed out, but Yotengu's not. And since she will be the aircraft carrier in my fleet, I will go ahead and not that one, this one. Confirm. I will go ahead and use that to enhance her up. See, the only way to get this aviation stat enhanced is with another aircraft carrier. You can get reload, torpedo, firepower. Multiple ships will offer you those enhancements. Different values, like if you do you'll get much more on the firepower. But aviation, the only thing you can get that from is another carrier. So it can take some time to build that up. So I don't particularly like to waste my aircraft carriers in term here. So let's go ahead and cap this. All right. So let's say here. Let's do these. Don't want to spend too many because there's. So how many do I got here? 197. All right, let's just do another 3 more. If I don't get her, then I'll just have to finish it out of another fleet. Got enough Northamptons, Kents, and Suffolks. Like popping like crazy. Unfortunately, I maxed them out a long time ago. Okay, so let's do these last 2 here. If not, we'll just have to scrub her and try to get her another way. No. So yeah, I don't particularly want to blow. Don't particularly want to blow 2 more. Let's do 1 more just to be on the safe side. Vestal. No, not going to get her. So, yeah, because I want to save my things for the Christmas events. So, yeah, did not get Kasumi, but I got all the others. So, I'm pleased with that. Kasumi would have been nice, but you know, sometimes they just don't drop, and that's just the way it goes. You got to be a little bit got to be a little bit specific on what you're going for. But the main focus of that fleet needs to be Misaki, so you definitely need to get her. Okay, Kasumi's replaceable, but you definitely want to try to get Marie Rose and Misaki. Okay, and Hanoka is a good healing ship. One thing I like about Hanoka is the fact that she heals, but at the same time does damage. She's actually really the first ship that they've ever came out with, which actually can deal a pretty good amount of damage and at the same time heal. The heal is a little bit irregular. It will heal, but from what I've seen, it pretty much does seem to focus on ships that actually need healing. One of the things that I saw, one of the things that I noticed, the skill description really doesn't say, it just says it heals 2 ships. Okay, but is any ships? Does it heal ships? It would be pretty, it wouldn't be very, it would be a less enticing skill if it healed ships that were already full health, didn't need healed, but it healed, tried to heal them anyway. But from what I've seen, I've only used it on a couple of things. It seems to be focusing on healing ships that need healing. So I don't know if that's just the way that RNG goes, or if they have something set up that forces the skill to go that way. But so it's a good ship, but she does damage too, which is really rare. So even if her healing's not working right for you, she's still dealing a good bit of damage. So she's definitely a good ship. The good thing about Marie Rose is Marie Rose is a destroyer, and as you know, destroyers aren't meta in this game because of the light armor and how much the damage modifier is, and they just die fast. But she's pretty darn tanky for that factor. That's well above. So definitely one of the best destroyers in the game at this time because of her tankiness. So you definitely want to get her as well. And of course, as I said before, Masaki's important simply because she is the buff ship that will give you, based on the fleet, she'll give you the buffs if you have Venus fleet members, just like the Queen Elizabeths and the Agatos do for their respective fleets as well. You want to get Utengu just simply because she's an aircraft carrier. She's not. She's a good aircraft carrier. Okay, don't go try to compare her to Enterprise or Shinano or Kagi. She's not that good, but she's a Venus ship, so she'll give the buffs for Misaki. Okay, but at the same time, she's an aircraft carrier, so you can put some nice aircraft on her, and you can do some damage. Okay, aircraft carriers do damage. That's just what they're there for. Okay, aircraft carriers are always going to give you a good bit of damage, so you want to have a carrier in your back fleet. So Utengu is that, and she will serve you well in the Venus fleet setup. Monica and the Nagisa, they're not bad. Okay, they're elite ships. They're not super rare, but they're still not bad, and they're Venus ships. So again, the Mikasa buff goes into effect. So you definitely want to try to get as many as you can. Now, what I'm going to do for my Venus fleet will be, of course, I'll add in another ship, and what I'll most likely do, I've got 6, so I've got the fleet. But what I might have to do is, depending on when I get to 12 and 13, but I'm not going to do the fleet right now, but I will be soon. I'm working on my IGN fleet right now, and it's almost done. But when I do an asset after that IGN fleet, I'll have an Eagle Union, an Iron Blood, and HMS, and of course an IGN. So I'll have all 4. I'll have a 4 full fleet of each of the factions, which is what I was shooting for. And then I'm going to start working on what I like to call off faction builds, and this is one, the Venus fleet, because I've got 6 ships, so I should be able to be able to do something with these in terms of what I would be looking for in a fleet. So let's go to formations, and let's go to, I think I have an empty slot back here in fleet 6. So let's add ships here. I've got them all in the favorites. So so Misaki will be a frontline ship. Okay, they're running some special ops. I can cancel those, actually. I think they're already complete. Yes, they are. Yeah, they were all in here. I was running them, leveling them up. Put them in. I put them at 18,000. You should be running that every day. That 18,000, because believe me, that's a fast way to get your ships leveled up. Stick them in a dorm. Put them on the 18,000. So let's see what we can do here. So yeah, we want to put Masaki in, of course, and you want to go to put Marie Rose in, of course, because she's a destroyer. And then on the front, we're going to have Monica. So there, the backfield, we will have Hanoka. And we'll put Utengu. Okay, then off to the side, this is where it might get a little different. I might substitute some for Ferdigis. I just have to determine what it is. But this right here would be the tentative fleet that I would run. Okay, so you want to put Masaki in the middle simply because she's a buff ship. You want to make sure that she doesn't die. In normal, damage flows to the ends because as the ships move up, the front ship gets hit. As they move down, this ship gets hit. So damage flows to the tutor. So you always want to put your two strongest on the edge. But since she's a buff ship, she should be tanky enough, but we'll have to see. I haven't had a chance to really do this from a focus on it. As you can see, I've just been playing with it. So I haven't had a chance to really do any type thing. But this is the tentative fleet that I'm going to have for the Venus that I'll start working on after IGN. I got my IGN fleet up right now. This is my Eagle Union. That's not my Eagle Union fleet. This is my this is the Ironblood fleet right here. This is going to be substituted. I'm going to be putting FDG in there once I get her up. This is my HMS fleet. That's Queen Elizabeth. She's got the outfit on, her costume. That's why she looks like she does. This is my Eagle Union fleet right here. Okay, as you can see, it's got a full set of ships. San Diego in there for air. And this right here is my IGN fleet. Tehu, Nagato, Shinano. And then I've got Yukikaz, Atago, and Noshiro as a front. So that's what I'm running. This is what I'm working on right now. And the primary reason I'm running that is to get it built up and to also focus on the shipyard. I am trying to get Azuma built. I'm running the data collection right now. She's a tank. She has the term I've heard that putting a 9,000 hit point tank in the front row in PvP is cheating. So this is what everybody says. And as you can see, she's got hit points S. She's total. She's a tank. So I'm building her up. I thought it'd be fun to put her in PvP. I don't do PvP on a serious. I run it every day. There's a lot of people that say don't waste it. You need to run it, and the reason you should run it is simply because you get the merit. And look right here. That's right. Prototype bullets can be gotten in here. So I run it all the time. Get to it every day, and I get a number of bullets from here. So anytime you can get a gold bullet for doing something, just do it. So just set up your fleet and just run it. It doesn't take very long. The fights don't last more than 30-35 seconds on average at the most. Some are even a lot faster. So you try to run it if you can, because it's definitely a good way to get merit, which can get you bullets. There's also a couple good ships in there. The ships they put in there are pretty good ships. So I just wanted to do that and get the video out there. Builds up today, so you need to get in there and knock that out if you want to get it, and try to get those ships, because this will be a good starter fleet and a good mid-level fleet for you to start out with. You got the entire team right here in the event, so you don't have to go farming for different levels, or wait to get to that level to actually start working on it, then run the level multiple times to get the ship that you want. Got them right here in the build, and there's a rate up. So as long as you got some bullets and keep going, or as long as you've got some wisdom cubes and keep going for them, you should be able to get most of them. As you can see, I got all the Kasumi. So I'll probably try to get Kasumi another time. They'll probably have some type of rate up build for her again. and they'll most likely have a rerun of the Venus Vacation event. They normally do reruns for some of the things, but since it is a collab, it could be a while before it comes back around. So I have to see. But in the meantime, I'm satisfied with what I've got. So and I'll start working on it, and I'll let you know when I start working on it, and we'll see what kind of damage and turns it turns out. But yeah, so it's ending today, so get in there and knock it out. All right. So thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you subscribe, you'll see a bell. If you do click on that bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. This is Kendrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.